Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. Pastor Chris here. I wanted to come on and give some updates and just some announcements about things that are going on this week and things that are happening in the life of the church. I said that I would be on to make some announcements about what we're going to be doing next Sunday as we worship from home, but I wanted to go ahead and give a couple of other announcements about different things. If you're online, go ahead and say hi, and I'll say hi back to you. And it's just good to be able to share everything what's happening. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who continues to worship with us. We don't we're trying our best to see who all is worshiping with us and trying to connect those who are not able to worship online with us on Facebook, which is kind of funny that I'm doing this on Facebook because I know some of them will not be able to watch that. Hey, Kristen, how are you? It's good to see you. Hey, Elaine, good to see you too. Um, so, one of the things that I've been really trying to do is to find other ways to make worship more accessible for more people than who are on Facebook. We have been trying to share our Facebook live feed on our web page, and I think that has been effective, but not effective enough. So we have just started a contract with a company called Boxcast. And what Boxcast allows us to do is to take our stream from the sanctuary and post it to the Boxcast website, and then they are able to stream it on the web and also through different apps on different platforms like Roku, Apple TV, I think even Amazon Fire Stick. So if you were to, if you have a Roku device or if you have an Apple TV device or an Amazon Fire Stick, what you could do is download the Boxcast app on there, and then you search for Royce City First United Methodist Church, and you'll see our logo, and it says FUMC Royce City.life. And if you hook that up every single time we go live, and I'll be doing that starting tomorrow night with our prayer service, we will share that through the Boxcast. So it will go to Facebook Live, it'll go to YouTube, it'll go to the Boxcast app, Boxcast, just in case you can't understand what I'm saying. It'll stream to all of those sites so people can see everything in those different places. Hey, Jonelle, good to see you. So want you to know that you are able to do that, and you will be able to catch everything that we are doing during this social distancing time. Also, if you by chance miss a worship service or a prayer service, we are recording, and this will be recorded also, and we'll post it onto our YouTube page. If you go to First Royce City on YouTube, you can see all of the different services that we've done in the past, and even some even older services and stuff. You can catch all of that stuff that will be posted onto the YouTube page. So this is what you need to do. You'll need to go to YouTube if you haven't already. Look for First Royce City. You'll need to subscribe, like the videos, and then there's a bell on there that you can click to remind you or to give you notifications when we go live on YouTube, or when new stuff gets posted for YouTube to follow. Also, when this video is over, if you haven't already, there may be a box that pops up that says get notified every single time Royce City First United Methodist Church goes live. And if you click on that box every single time we go live here on Facebook, you will get notified that we are live. So those are those type of things. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to leave them on the comments, and I will try my best to answer that stuff too. The second thing that I wanted to talk to you is about giving. First, I just want to say thank you. we were worried about giving and wondering with not having in-person worship if that would be affected, but you all are blowing us away by your generosity, and we are thankful for that. By either mailing in checks or doing sending checks by your bank, or even using our giving platform that's on our website. Thank you for your continued giving. We are really looking forward to taking a look at our end of year. Man, I wish it was the end of this year. This has been the longest year ever, and it's only April. We'll be taking a look at our end of month giving, and I'm excited about that because I know that there are other ways that we can be doing ministry, helping out our Daily Bread Food Pantry, helping out Crooked House, but also doing other things to be in ministry to our community during this time. But because of your giving, we're able to do that. So thank you for that. The only note that I had, if you are using the Rebel Give platform, which is our online giving platform on our website, Jeanette Jolly, who is our financial secretary, she is wanting to make sure she gives everybody credit for their gifts. So if you haven't set up if you're giving and you haven't set up an account, please set up an account so she can know who's giving, and we can give full credit for that on our church's books, so that we can give you proper credit at the end of the year for tax information. I also know that Rebel Give will also send you or have a place for you to get the information for end of year tax stuff by using your email address too. But if you could help Jeanette out and give us your name whenever you give, so we can connect everything together. I see Greg and Debbie are on. Hey, good to see you. Ramses, good to see you. And hey, Margaret, good to see you. It's great talking to you earlier, and we give thanks that no new cancers were found. So that is great. So that's what I had for giving. And then I want to talk quickly about Sunday. Sunday is the first Sunday of the month, and as you know, we normally do communion on the first Sunday, but we are not going to be able to do that. Part of communion is the sacrament of us gathering together and sharing in the cup and the bread, and we were able to do that during Maundy Thursday because the bishop allowed us to do communion. Also, I'm thinking because we had the packaged cups and everything, it's just so hard to get those back out. So what we are going to do this Sunday, we're still going to take time to break bread together. If you think back in Luke chapter 24, this was real shortly after the resurrection. Jesus met two of the disciples on the way to the city of Emmaus, which is not that far away from Jerusalem, but still quite a walk. And as Jesus was walking with these two disciples, he opened up the scriptures to them. And when they got to the town of Emmaus, Jesus was acting like he was going to move on, but the two disciples invited him to come and be with them for a meal. And it was during the breaking of the bread that the disciples understood and realized who it was that was with them. So the way that the early church talked about that, and the way the church now talks about it, is called a love feast. And I know that's kind of a funny name, especially with just being a love feast. Some people call it an agape feast, but what it is a steeped into the traditions of the church, and the Methodist got a hold of that through a connection with the Moravian Church. You may have heard me talk about John Wesley. When he came to the United States, he was on a boat with a bunch of German Moravians, and he got connected and understood and learned about what a love feast is. Say, hey Donna, good to see you. And while he was there, they participated in this. It wasn't communion, but it was also a holy opportunity to share in fellowship with one another. So Your invitation for this upcoming Sunday is to participate in a love feast with us online. We will go through the order of worship for a love feast that you'll see in the bulletin that will be emailed out, and we'll pass through that. And there'll be a time for a sharing of bread of any kind. It could be a sweet bread. It could be just a loaf of bread that you have at home, and some type of beverage. It could be water, it could be Kool-Aid, it could be lemonade, it could be anything. But it's not something to mimic or to take place of communion, but it's honestly an opportunity for us to realize together that, of course, we're in a different situation right now. We are not able to gather as we would like as a church. So as we do that, and as we hunger and thirst for communion, we can still have a table fellowship with one another. So your invitation is to find something to have a love feast with us. Share in something that's either sweet. Trace and I, we may go get some cinnamon rolls on our way, or something to share when we're at the church with Bryson and with Richard, and then just something to drink while we're together, and we will follow all of that together as one. Thank you for your continued prayers and support through this time together. I sent out a note last week saying that Bishop McKee has told us that we will not have in-house worship until after May the 31st, which I believe is a wise decision to do, and I fully support that. But we will also do anything and everything we can to keep everyone connected with each other and connected to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. As always, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please do not hesitate to leave it in the comments. I'll go through these later tonight just to see if there are any questions. Or you can always email me at pastorchris@fumcroycity.org, or you can just send us a message here on our Facebook page, and we will see that. And again, remember, if you want to make sure you catch every single time we go live on Facebook, just mark that you want to be notified, click on the you want to see when we go live on Facebook, go to our YouTube page, like our YouTube page, subscribe, and click the little bell on there to be notified every time something gets posted on there, because who knows what might get posted on the YouTube channel. Just different little fun things that we'll do here and there. Tracy and I love you all, and we can't wait to get back together. Until then, stay safe, and we will talk to you all soon. Have a good evening. Bye.